Are you a snack addict? A mindless muncher? How many of you out there are only able to eat a few chips? There's just something about the salt, the oil, and the crunch that makes it very hard just to eat only a few chips. Now, it would be nice if celery and carrots had the same effect, but it doesn't. Not for me anyway. Maybe one day. I was amazed to find that there's actually a term that describes pleasurable eating. And of course, snacking on chips is high on the list of pleasurable eating. The scientific term will be called hedonic hunger or hedonic hyperphagia, which is basically eating for enjoyment other than for physical hunger. In other words, I'm not hungry, but I'm gonna eat it anyway because it tastes good. And since chips are enemy number one when it comes to mindless munching, and the likelihood of completely giving them up is low, I figured maybe we can find an alternative to those salty, high-fat, satisfying chips. So welcome to the chip challenge. Regular chips versus low-fat chips. We're going to start with the brand that is just classic for its chips. Lay's Classics versus Lay's Baked. The calories are 160 calories per serving versus 110 calories per serving. 10 grams of fat versus 3 grams of fat. Let's see what the taste difference would be. Yes, salty, greasy goodness. It looks good. Now this looks like a potato that's been cut up and fried. This looks more like a pressed chip. Well, let's try it out. Added a little dip. If you have a gallon of water handy and dip, these would be a great alternative. Just if you're a mindless muncher and you just like crunchy snacks just to chew. But flavor-wise, it's missing. I don't think I would eat these alone with no dip. There's just really no flavor. So does it satisfy? No. With the dip, it's good because the dip is good. But there's no flavor behind these chips. So Lay's Classic for the win. And the next would be the cousin to the Lay's Classic. Lay's Barbecue. Lay's Barbecue Baked. Let's see the difference. So your Lay's barbecue chips are 150 calories and 9 grams of fat for 15 chips. For this package, roughly probably about 16, 17 chips. 110 calories, and 3 grams of fat. So let's begin. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the bait. Again, looks like a pressed chip, but it has a lot of its flavoring on it, so you can actually see that the chip is orange. I'm not even going to dip these. What do you think? Lay's barbecue. Lay's barbecue bait. Lay's bait for the win. And let me just tell you why. The texture is still the same, but at least there's flavor. So if I just want if I just want a crunchy snack with flavor, and I have something to drink with it, I'm going to definitely choose these. I think it's worth it for the amount of fat and calories that are in the chips. So I think it's a great alternative. So try them out. The next snack is a very popular snack. You can probably find them in almost any vending machine. Cheetos. And yes, Cheetos has a baked version. So let's try them out. Oh, before that, let me just give you some information. 160 calories, 120 calories, 10 grams of fat, 4 grams of fat. Let's see, does it pass the test? Of course, I know what a Cheeto tastes like, but still good. Save these for later. Had to clear my palate just to make sure I'm giving these a fair shot. Might want to shake these up a little, make sure all the flavoring. I got high hopes for these. Here it goes. It looks cheesy, nice and orange, definitely crunchy. This is a hard one. Yeah. I'm going to tell you why it's so hard, because they're both good. The bait still has that cheese flavor. These are crunchier. They're both crunchy, but these definitely have a hard crunch. This is the winner. These are definitely worth it. Maybe I'll save these for later. Next chips are very popular. Pringles. This company has a great slogan to definitely describe pleasure eating. Once you pop, you can't stop. So let's start there. Oh, I'm sorry. We also see I'm just getting ready to just go in, open it up, and that was it. Okay. We're going to put these off to the side for now. We have Pringles versus Pringles Reduce Fat. What I noticed about these two is that there's not a lot of difference nutritionally. This is 150 calories. This is 140 calories. This is 9 grams of fat. This is 7 grams of fat. So let's see if there's a flavor difference. And is it worth the switch over? Gotta love your Pringles, right? Let's see if there's a difference. No difference to me. Just really not any real difference. Not any real difference to me. So I would say go with the reduced fat, even though the difference is very minute. Every little bit counts, right? I have to have these for later too. We have another popular chip here. Tostitos Scoops. Did I say that right? Tostitos versus, yes, they have a baked version. I'm sure you've probably seen it around. Let's see what the difference is. Oh, I gotta give you nutritional information. 140 calories versus 120 calories. 7 grams of fat, 3 grams of fat. Interestingly enough, you can have more chips per serving. This is 11 chips per serving, and this is 16 chips per serving, which if you are a muncher, the more the merrier, right? Okay, I'm ready to go for the bake. Let's try the regular. I think we've all had these, especially at parties. I'm not going to dip this one because I've had this quite a few times in my life. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna try this without a dip first. Let me try this with salsa. Salsa. Mm. The original is thicker. It's a thicker chip. This is a thinner shell, but I would say bait for the win because it does cut back on the fat a great deal, and really you can't taste the difference. It feels different in the mouth because your original is thicker, but it's still crunchy and it's still a great tool for your dips. So I'm gonna go with Tostitos bait for the win. I really enjoyed making this video and I hope you enjoy watching it. Take your own chip challenge. See which ones you prefer. If you're just trying to cut back on calories and fat, all of these are good alternatives. Just make sure you drink a lot of water. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.